back to They Did What? Your source for the internet's craziest, most entertaining stories, where I go with them, analyze them, and most certainly make fun of them. Today, I'm going to read a story titled, Am I the a-hole for keeping criminal charges against my ex-wife after she spent $47,000 on plastic surgery, then claimed poverty in divorce court? And a shout out to Tucker for sending in this story. And guys, like the title said, this is about a guy, an ex-husband, who is having the rare privilege to be able to basically get some serious payback on his ex-wife, who really raked him over the coals in the divorce process, really took a lot from him, and now she's gotten herself into hot water, and he literally, if he decides to press charges, she's going to do some time. And I thought it'd be a pretty funny one to go over, a good revenge story here. And as you can probably imagine in this scenario which I described, a lot of people are saying, she's had enough. You're going too far. And he wants to know. And the way I see it, because just who I am, if somebody does you wrong that badly, hey, don't let anybody else tell you what you can or cannot do. They have it coming. Starts off, says here, I'm 34 years old and she is 29. We were married for 4 years. The marriage fell apart because she started spending every night out with her quote-unquote fitness group, which turned out to be hooking up with her 25-year-old personal trainer she met at our gym. I caught them in our bed, filed for divorce immediately. What a freaking lowlife. Okay, 4 years. Not that long. But it's not going to stop her from trying to rake him over the coals and take him for everything he's got financially. During the separation, we agreed to keep our joint savings untouched until everything was settled. Smack! Are you nuts? There ain't no way his lawyer told him that. If they had an emergency fund, he takes half, she takes half. Because, well, watch what happens here. We had about $52,000 in there. Money I've been saving since before we even got married for a down payment on a house. She contributed maybe $5,000 total over the years because she kept quitting her job. Or jobs. All right, she kept quitting her jobs because this guy was taking care of everything. She contributed $5,000. He contributed $47,000. Well, 2 days before our court date, I checked the account and it was nearly empty. She withdrew $47,000. My lawyer said because it was a joint account, there wasn't much I could do about it during the divorce. Well, no kidding, but what you could have done was taken half of it out of there. Or even better, well, technically he should have been able to take his $47,000 because she contributed only $5,000. But since it be marital property, at the very least, he should have taken out half, $26,000. Look what happened. It would just be calculated into asset division. I was furious, but figured, fine, she'd get less in the settlement. No, she won't. Then she showed up to court looking completely different. New nose, huge fake boobs, lips pumped full of filler. She could barely move her face. Her boyfriend was sitting in the back of the courtroom smirking at me. You would think that would cost a lot more than $47,000, but fuck if I know. I figured that type of surgery would cost a lot more. But hey, maybe any plastic surgeons out there, let me know. Here's where it gets insane. Her lawyer argued that she deserved alimony because she sacrificed her career for our marriage and was now financially vulnerable. Her career, what? At fucking Target? She claimed she was broke and needed support to get back on her feet. The judge seemed sympathetic because she worked part-time as a receptionist making $28,000 a year. Of course, the judge is falling for that. I told my lawyer about the $47,000 and the surgery. We showed the bank statements. Her lawyer claimed it was her rightful share of marital assets, and she was entitled to spend it on health care. Health care? Getting the lip fillers is fucking health care? A boob job is health care? Really? They literally argued that plastic surgery was health care. The judge didn't award her alimony, but I basically got nothing from the savings because it was already gone. I really got to wonder if he actually told his lawyer, okay, I'm going to keep the whole amount of money in there. Because I can't imagine any lawyer worth his salt saying that's a good idea. Well, don't worry, guys. It's going to get good. Well, I was livid, but tried to move on. I changed jobs, started dating somebody else, blocked my ex on everything. Well, let's fast forward 6 months. My buddy, who still follows her on Instagram, sends me screenshots. She's posting photos in bikinis, club dresses, calling herself a model and influencer. Shocker, doesn't surprise me at all. Her boyfriend is in every photo, always touching her, and always commenting stuff like my beautiful creation on her posts. It made my skin crawl, but whatever, not my problem anymore. Well, that's right. She's not your problem anymore. She's his problem. But you're going to see how this is going to work out for her. Then 3 months ago, I get a call from a phone number I did not recognize. It's my ex, crying so hard I can barely understand her. She's begging me to help her. I almost hung up, but curiosity got the better of me. Ordinarily I'd smack him, but we know he's doing it, because he's probably figuring she's doing pretty bad and he wants to hear about it. Who can blame him? But notice she's calling him. She raked him over the coals and she's calling him, begging for help. Because in her mind, he's the same bonehead that helped her out the first time, that married her. Well, it turns out that her boyfriend wasn't a personal trainer. He was running some kind of scam. He convinced her to max out all 3 of her credit cards in the name of professional photo shoots and marketing for her modeling career. He promised her that he had connections with agencies. There were no connections, no agencies, and he kept the money. So she scammed our guy here, and that guy scammed her. Karma, karma, karma. I'll feel bad for her. She got what she deserved. But it gets worse. While she was high on painkillers after her surgeries, he filmed her talking about the divorce. She admitted on camera that she withdrew the savings to pay for surgery. She admitted that she lied about being broke, talked about hiding money, about planning to sue me for more later. Uh-oh. The court wouldn't like that. Well, he used those videos to blackmail her. Told her that if she didn't keep giving him money, he would send the footage to the judge and she'd be charged with fraud and perjury. She paid him another $30,000 over several months, money she borrowed from her parents and sister. I don't feel bad for her. She went to the police finally when she had no money left and started threatening to post the videos online. They arrested him, found out that he'd done this to 2 other women, same pattern. Get them to spend money on plastic surgery and modeling dreams, film confessions while they're vulnerable, and blackmail them. Now, this guy's a scumbag, and he deserves to get what's coming to him, but, I see justice being served. He's busted, does time. She's busted, all that. The police asked if I wanted to press charges related to the divorce fraud. Yes, sir. Sign me up. Hell yeah. Because what happened to her? Well, she lost a bunch of money given to him, but that's it. Why? After everything she did to this guy hasn't gotten anything in return. That $47,000, among many other things, he hasn't gotten anything back. He deserves some justice. I said absolutely yes. My ex is now facing a potential criminal charges for perjury. Her entire family knows that she lied in court. She had to file for bankruptcy because of all the debt from the credit cards and loans. Her parents won't speak to her either. Her sister told her that she's dead to the family. Whoa! Jesus. I mean, I feel bad for her, but I figure at least one of the family members would be like, okay, my daughter's an asshole, but, I'll be with her. Well, she called me last week begging me to drop the charges. Said she's already lost everything, and I'm kicking her while she's down. You mean kind of like how you were kicking me when I was down? Remember our marriage, honey? Remember how for 4 years I was good to you and provided for everything, and you kept quitting your jobs, and you were cheating on me, and then made me out to be the bad guy in the divorce, and then took my $47,000 for your health care services? Remember all that? Yeah, you weren't too nice to me. Fuck you. She said her boyfriend manipulated her, and she's the real victim. That's it. If there was any shred, maybe he would give her a chance. That's out the door when she has to, again, blame him for everything. It's his fault. No accountability. She kept crying about how she made a mistake. And didn't I ever love her? Nope. Absolutely now he should press charges. If there was maybe a chance that he might show mercy after what she's been through, that's out the door when she had to put all on the other guy and bullshit him. I told her she didn't make a mistake. She made about 50 deliberate choices. Yes, she did. She chose to cheat, chose to steal our savings, chose to lie on her oath, chose to trust some scumbag over common sense. And honestly, if she'd just been honest during the divorce, none of this would have ever happened. Exactly. I would have been pissed about the affair, but we could have split things fairly and moved on. Yeah, remember he said in her confession she was going to try to sue him afterwards? Instead, she got greedy, and now she's bankrupt, facing criminal charges and alone because her scammer boyfriend ditched her once the money dried up. My girlfriend says I should drop it because my ex has clearly suffered enough. Oh, his girlfriend's going to tell him what to do? Guess what, honey? Hit the road. That's what I would say. My mom thinks I'm being vindictive. They keep saying she was manipulated and vulnerable, and I'm punishing her when she's already hit rock bottom. I'd be like, hey, mom and girlfriend, whose side are you on? Oh, gee, what's the common denominator here? The people that feel bad for her are women. Probably because they too pull bullshit. Here's the reality. If this chick did, if this is her first offense, if she has no record at all, I'm no fucking lawyer, but I would imagine she has no record whatsoever and probably puts on the waterworks in front of the judge, probably she's going to get very minor, something's going to happen to her, but it probably can be very minor, especially if she gets a decent lawyer. But then again, she doesn't have any money for a lawyer. If she gets a decent public defender, good luck there. But I keep thinking about her sitting in that courtroom with her new face, lying to the judge, trying to make even more money for me. I think about that smirk on her boyfriend's face. I don't feel bad that it all blew up in her face. Am I the a-hole for refusing to drop the charges? Should I just let it go since she already lost everything? No, you're not the a-hole, and you have to do what you think is best for you. That's all I'm going to say. What would I do? What would I do if that happened to me? F yeah, I'd press the charges. And again, I do think, honestly, and I'm no goddamn lawyer here, I'm not a cop, that probably it's her first offense. She's had a clean record all along, and she puts on the waterworks, probably with a sympathetic judge, because they usually are. She'll probably get a slap on the wrist. I mean, I could be wrong here. I mean, perjury and fraud, but still. She may have to be doing cleaning up trash in the orange jumpsuit along the side of the highway for 6 months, and who knows what else, but still. So that's what I think. I don't feel bad for it all. Fuck her. But that's me. Now some comments here. One guy says here, no, not the a-hole. Decisions, especially many of them in sequence, have consequences. I'd ride her into the ground without hesitation. And with any luck, you're in a better place, and this is just a sliver of justice. Served doesn't occupy much of your headspace. Another guy says, what can I say? F around and find out. She's an adult, and this is where her actions led her. She brought all this on herself. Don't let her get away with it. Tell her that you'll drop the charges only if she gives you the $47,000 right now. There you go. Okay. And somehow, some way, and I want to know how she can do it, but if she can come up with $47,000, okay, I'll drop the charges. Now, I would not be recorded saying that because if I was that guy, because then that can turn out badly, but still. Okay, give me that $47,000. Give me those boobs. And then we're good. And last one, this guy says, not the a-hole for originally pressing the charges, but now it's time to let it go. You got your revenge, plus she's way worse off too. You moved on, dropped the charges so you can officially block her too. Tell her you're dropping the charges and you don't ever want to see her from her again. Yeah, but he didn't get his revenge, not by his hand. I mean, bad things happened to her, and that's deservingly so, but he gets to have his payback. So, 47 grand or do community service, because I know she's going to get off light. That's what's going to happen. All right, guys, that's it for today. Be sure to comment down below. Let me know what you think about this. Let's hear it. Would you go forward with the charges, or would you drop them if she got you the $47,000? Or if she got you the $47,000, would you then press charges anyway? I don't know. I'd like to hear about that in the comment section. And be sure to like the video, share it with your friends, and subscribe. I'll catch you next time.